In the heart of Beijing stands a crumbling mansion. Its walls are cracked, its paint peeling, its gates locked. Locals cross the street to avoid it. Taxi drivers refuse to stop outside. Children are warned never to wander near. They call it Chaonei No. 81, a house abandoned since the days of war, a house where betrayal and death are said to have opened a doorway to something unholy, a house where shadows still whisper, and no visitor leaves unscarred. Tonight, we uncover the chilling story of China's most haunted house. Chaonei No. 81 is located in Beijing's Dongcheng district, hidden behind rusting iron gates and a tangle of weeds. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary European-style mansion built of red brick and Gothic arches. But step closer and the atmosphere shifts. The windows gape like dark eyes. The air grows heavy. Even the birds seem to avoid its roof. The mansion was built in the early 20th century during the final years of the Qing dynasty. Some historians believe it was constructed as a Catholic church or residence for missionaries. Others say it was commissioned by wealthy Chinese elites, inspired by Western architecture. But its true story begins in the 1940s, during the chaos of war. According to legend, Chaonei No. 81 became the property of a powerful Kuomintang, an KMT official, during China's Dutch Civil War. He lived there with his young wife, enjoying wealth and luxury behind the high walls. But when Beijing fell to the communist forces in 1949, the official fled the city. Some say he escaped to Taiwan. Others claim he was executed. What is certain is that he left his wife behind, abandoned in the mansion to face the victors alone. Heartbroken, humiliated, and terrified, she retreated into the house. For weeks, neighbors heard her weeping through the windows. And then, the crying stopped. When curious neighbors finally entered, they found the house empty, except for a single room upstairs, where the woman had hanged herself from the rafters. Her spirit, they say, never left. That upstairs chamber became known as the suicide room. Visitors who dare to step inside describe a suffocating heaviness. The air is cold, even in the heat of summer. Some claim to hear the sound of rope creaking in the silence. Others report faint sobbing in the walls. One witness said, "The moment I entered, my chest tightened. It felt as if someone was standing right behind me, breathing down my neck. I turned, and the room was empty." Locals believe the betrayed wife still wanders the halls, her white figure drifting past windows, her sorrowful face half hidden by her long black hair. Over the decades, Chaonei No. 81 became notorious for mysterious disappearances. In the 1960s and 70s, during China's Cultural Revolution, Red Guards were said to have entered the mansion, searching for hidden enemies of the state. According to whispers, none of them returned. Their families claimed they vanished without trace, swallowed by the house. In the 1980s, construction workers sent to renovate the mansion fled after reporting ghostly figures in the halls. Tools vanished overnight. Bricks fell from the walls without warning. One worker never came home. His body was never found. Police refused to investigate. Locals said the house had claimed another soul. Perhaps the most chilling stories involve children. Parents in Beijing warn their kids not to play near Chaonei No. 81. Those who disobey often return pale and shaken, speaking of a woman in white who beckoned to them from the windows. In one case, two boys dared each other to climb the gates. They entered the courtyard laughing, but minutes later, neighbors heard blood-curdling screams. When the adults rushed in, they found the boys unconscious. When they awoke, both described the same vision. A pale woman hanging from the ceiling, her head twisting unnaturally, her eyes black voids. Neither boy ever went near the house again. Chaonei No. 81 still stands, though abandoned for decades. Its red brick walls are cracked, its windows shattered, its roof sagging. Ivy strangles the walls, as if nature itself is trying to bury it. Though guarded by locked gates, thrill seekers occasionally break in. Nearly all leave terrified. Visitors report temperature drops so sudden that their breath fogs in summer heat. Shadows moving along the walls, though the house is empty. The overwhelming sensation of being watched from the upstairs windows. Whispers in Mandarin echoing through the halls, though no one else is inside. Some describe seeing the white figure of the warlord's wife gliding silently through the corridors. Others claim to hear screaming and banging from the basement, though there is no record of what lies beneath. As its reputation grew, Chaonei No. 81 became known as China's most haunted house. Taxi drivers refuse to stop outside its gates after dark. Locals cross the street rather than walk past. Some even cover their eyes when they pass, afraid to glimpse the white figure in the window. The mansion has inspired films, novel cells, and endless urban legends. Yet even with all the stories, the truth remains chillingly simple. No one wants to live there. The government has attempted to sell the property multiple times. Each time, the buyers walk away. Workers refuse to enter. Developers abandon their plans. It is as if the house rejects the living. Many haunted places are tied to a single death, a single ghost. But Chaonei No. 81 is different. It carries layers of tragedy and betrayal. A woman abandoned by her husband, driven to despair. Red Guards vanishing during the Cultural Revolution. Workers and children traumatized by ghostly encounters. It is not one haunting, but many. Some psychics believe the mansion sits on a ley line of spiritual energy, making it a natural portal for restless spirits. Others claim it is cursed, forever tainted by betrayal and suicide. Chaonei No. 81 stands silent in the heart of Beijing, a mansion no one dares to enter. Behind its cracked walls are whispers of betrayal, grief, and death. Shadows stalk its empty halls. The weeping of a forgotten woman echoes in the night. Some call it cursed, others call it a portal. But everyone agrees on one thing. Chaonei No. 81 is the most haunted house in China. If Chaonei No. 81 gave you chills, make sure to like this video to support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss the next terrifying haunting. And tell me in the comments, would you dare step inside this cursed house at night? Until next time, sleep well.